Welcome back to Hong Kong Direct. Trenton Akers from the South China Morning Post, my special guest, is still here in the studio with me. But one thing we like to do on the show is help you learn a bit more about the key players in the Hong Kong racing industry. And someone who's recently come over to Hong Kong is Ruan Maia, and he's the subject of our latest Weighing In.
Hi everyone, I'm Ruan Maia, jockey from Brazil. Because when I'm a kid, my father is heavy horse farm. So when I grew up, I always riding horse farm. So when I saw first time horse race, and I wanna become a jockey. For me, I believe Mile in Singapore, I won the Crunch Mile. I love the ride I did.
Gaia's weakened, but it's Count of Monte Cristo who's taken it up from Arameo in second. Sun Marshall's boxing on in third. Here comes Top Knight down the outside inside the furlong, but it's Arameo in front from Count of Monte Cristo. Top Knight is trying to finish off from Sun Marshall. It's Arameo in front, and a big win in the mile. Arameo, too good.
My history is Moreira always, because when I started apprenticeship, I saw Moreira, top jockey, many winners. So after that, I become friends with him. So this is very good for me. Yeah, he's very quiet guys, but very happy, give our support for me. So that's nice. I love soccer. My favorite team is from Brazil, Corinthians. Yeah, it's funny history, I think, in Brazil, because have one group race and then don't get to ride in this moment. In the last minute, the trainer give one horse for me. Usually the horse no chance in the race. And I go forward in the race and the horse won the race. So this very special, very nice. Yes, my lovely wife always follow me in any place when I go, so giving me all support. My family also always watch the race, pray for me for keep work hard, and this is very important for me. Yes, always I look forward, I let the things come natural, but every jockey wanna be champion, every jockey wanna get many winners. So my goals, I look forward and I try my best to do a good job in Hong Kong.
Trenton, Hong Kong's renowned for being so tough and so competitive for the jockeys that come over to ride here. Ruan Maia's been here since the end of February. Probably took him a few meetings to get going, but he's had winners at 4 of the last 5 meetings, so he's building up that valuable momentum.
Yeah, that's right, Ed, and it's a funny one. I spoke to him earlier in the week, and he spoke about, he came from Singapore where he rode a stack of winners, and, he's a 2-time champion jockey Macau, so he came to Hong Kong used to riding regular winners every week, week in, week out. So he spoke about, it's different. He's got to adapt to coming here and playing his role. And he went a month without riding his first winner. But as you said, he's got a bit of a role going on there, and he's rode 4 in his last 5, I believe it is. And he was saying how it feels like the weight of the world is lifted off his shoulders as a result of that. So. It's a big part here, coming here and adapting and learning the system. And if you're happy to play your role, where it's very hard to ride a stack of winners consistently. So he's doing a good job so far, I think.
And he's certainly getting the support too. He's got 8 rides on an 11 race card coming up at Sha Tin on Sunday. Let's go back to the Group 1 action though. And the next race we're going to take a look at is the Chairman Sprint Prize, with a field of 13 to contest this contest worth $18 million. Down on Smash is back after winning the Hong Kong Sprint. Is he the one to beat, Trenton, after what we saw from the local sprinters on Monday?
Oh, absolutely, for sure. obviously it was a huge loss losing Classique Legend and the Hot King Prawn out of this race, so I think they would have served it right up to Dan on Smash. But he's definitely the standout after seeing what he did at Sha Tin in December. I think, yeah, he'll be the one to catch, and he's going to start a deserved favourite.
What about the local contingent then? Do we go for a horse like Wellington to bounce back? You get to cover a bit of ground on Monday. Or Jolly Banner, Ratton, they were both close to down on Smash in December. Who's your pick of the local sprinters?
To be honest, it's probably Ratton. I couldn't go to Wellington with any confidence after his last run. I thought it was just, he was wide, you're right, but I just thought it was a touch disappointing. And he's still young, so we'll give him time. But Ratton, he does fly fresh, and he did miss the Group 2 race, so he'll come into it fresh. Jolly Banner, look, he's getting on a bit with age, but you can't knock his second in the Hong Kong sprint behind Dan on Smash. So again, he's also coming in fresh. So that will be an interesting little angle to see how those horses who are coming in just for the Group 1, how they stack up.
The local hero, of course, is Golden 60. He's trying to make it 14 wins on end, and he headlines the field, an all Hong Kong field for the FWD Champions Mile. After his win in the Gold Cup, Trenton, there was a lot of talk about whether he'd go towards the QE2, whether he'd come back to the mile. Have the connections made the right choice to go for the mile?
Oh, absolutely. You look at that field, and it's he's beaten these horses before. And he should beat him again. He's going to start a very short favourite, and I think the QE2 would have really tested him. He seems to have more brilliance at the mile, I would have thought. He's got that explosive turn of foot, and he just always seems to be running on fumes when he races over 2,000 metres. So I think they would have really pushed him, whereas this Champions Mile, it's his for the taking. So I think it's a pretty wise move at this point.
Southern Legend's trying to defend his title in the race. He upstaged the last champion miler in Beauty Generation in this race last year. Sky Darcy, Healthy Happy, representing the 4-year-old crop. They won the Derby and Classic Cup in the 4-year-old series respectively. Who's the main threat to Golden 60 here?
Oh, look, with no Waikuku, it's probably Southern Legend. He's the only one I think that's been there and done it and shown that he can perform at that level. I've got no doubt something like Sky Darcy will probably get there eventually, but just coming out of a real gut-busting Derby run, there's probably a few question marks there whether he's got the absolute brilliance to go with Golden 60, who can run off a fast tempo, off a slow tempo. It doesn't bother him. He sits anywhere in a race and he adapts, and he just wins. He's a winner. So, he'll be very hard to beat.
So that's a sneak peek into what we can look forward to for FWD Champions Day at the end of April. 3 Group 1 contests worth a combined $63 million. In the more immediate future, we've got a massive 11-race card coming up at Sha Tin on Sunday afternoon. We're back to the Valley on Wednesday night, and then Saturday afternoon racing on the 17th of April. Trenton, as far as Sunday's card is concerned, for me, what I'm most looking forward to, Courier Wonder and also Fantastic Treasure, they're both 2 from 2. They look like really exciting young horses on the scene here in Hong Kong.
I think you're right. Courier Wonder, I mean, he's at a rating of 80 after 2 starts. That's almost unheard of. That's really good stuff. And, you speak to Joe Moreira, you speak to John Size, and there's a bit of confidence there that they're a bit excited about him. So he could very well be the next big thing in Hong Kong racing, and he's got just talent to burn, and it's pretty exciting. And you're right, Fantastic Treasure, I reckon he's a 4-year-old prospect next year. Watch out for him in the Classic Mile because he's got a great turn of foot, and he travels very nicely. So I know David Hayes and Chad Schofield are very keen to get him up in trip.
OK, we're out of time on the show. Trenton, thanks so much for joining us. All the best for what lies ahead leading into a big few weeks of racing here.
Thanks, Ed. You too.
Thanks to Trenton Akers from the South China Morning Post for joining me here on Hong Kong Direct. So it's Japan versus Hong Kong for Champions Day this year. The QE2 Cup's a race they've got a great record in, and it all started off in 2002 with Asian Preston, the first of his wins in this big race. Enjoy a look back at this event, and we'll see you at Sha Tin on Sunday.
Idle at a big price, doing it well at the 600. Off the bridle second, Helene Vitality. Okawango's travelled well. Grandira comes on. Agnes Digital pushed on. Universal Prince peels out. Rebel Leader tries to go with him. Olympic Express getting the runs through for Hong Kong between them. Grandira went to the front from Okawango. Olympic Express stays on. Universal Prince, Agnes Digital, and here comes Asian Preston again. He's doing it all over again. Asian Preston comes after Grandira. Agnes Digital goes with him. It's the Japanese 1-2. Asian Preston. Agnes Digital doesn't want to be beat. Asian Preston in front, getting home late Indigenous. Asian Preston wins it. Indigenous flew late in a photo for second with Agnes Digital.